this seems like a good distance. So welcome back. I just finished some more work on my book, and I just made a to-do list for today because I saw. I don't know if you know, but Marshall Cruz, he uses to-do lists. And his is awesome. It's like with haptic feedback. It vibrates and makes a noise, and it's like do 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 do. The more you do, and yeah, it seems to be working real good. So I just made one for today, like a couple of hours ago, because I made it just when I started analyzing the market. Um, so at 8, it was just out of bed, and ooh, I haven't shown you. Yes, I have. Oh, yeah, I have. Yeah, actually, I edited into what you just saw. So yeah, it was at 8. It's out of bed. And then we jumped into the ice bath. At 8:45, I had eaten breakfast and stuff like that, and started analyzing the. No, I actually hadn't. Not today, at least. But that's the plan for going onward. It's to be done with all that, also eating and stuff like that, so I can just sit down and have 15 minutes before market opens to just analyze it. And then when market opens, I'm ready. Currently, I'm trying to figure out how to make a checkered paper for my book because let me pull this out. So when I wrote this back in November 2022, I think, I wrote in school I had math, so I did this, which I've drawn on here, but I can't seem to find a way to make the paper like this without making all of it like that. So if anyone has any word experience in making just a singular page checkered, then please let me know. And there we go. We hit take profit now. So we're gonna do subscriber count. How many do we have? We're at 64. Shit, that's crazy. Last week we were at like, was it 57 or something? That's crazy. To you new people out here, thank you very much. Just come aboard. That was the subscriber count, but not to the actual video, because I quit my job. And I will tell you a little story, because when I got my job, I had probably $1,000 to my name. I just finished high school, and I was like, okay, well, we're gonna do this. We're gonna actually commit to the YouTube thing and all that. And I started making videos. But it wasn't so serious. I wasn't really making good videos. I just tried to make them, and I didn't really know what to do. So I focused mostly on the Instagram, and then I started writing the books. Just actually copy pasting from the actual books and just putting them into Word. And that's basically what I did. I had no car. I had 5K to my gym, so I would walk to the gym or ride the bike. And then when I got home from the gym, I would go for a walk with my dog, and then I would just sit down and type in everything I was writing back when I did all these books. I am currently editing the third book, which I can't do because I did that back then, but I never continued. And then I got the work because I needed money. I simply just needed money. I couldn't do anything, but I mean, I was just living at my mom's house, and she took care of me. I'm lucky for that. But since I turned 18 the same year, all child support got taken away, so I needed to make money in order for us to actually be able to live. So I got a job. and just started working. I just knew I needed to make money, so I worked my ass off. I've talked about this before. I had the weekends off, so I worked 45 hours in 5 days, and I did that for a year and a half. Took one vacation, which was the Skopelos trip, and when I started vlogging there, I realized, okay, I need to get back on the YouTube grind. But I tried to do that while working 5 days a week, and I was just constantly stressed out because I had so much I needed to do. I had work, the 45 hours, then I had YouTube. I had 2 days to do that, and in those 2 days, I also had to visit family members and do birthdays and all that stuff. So I talked to my boss and came up with this, just working 10 hours a day, Monday to Wednesday. I mean, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 10 hours a day. And then I had the rest of the week off. So I had more time to focus on doing YouTube and making the videos. And then I did that for a couple of months and it worked out pretty good. But then I started getting back onto the books and I started doing all these crazy things, such as the Shutterstock. I did that, which is still gonna be done, but I have bigger priorities right now. So I'm gonna focus on just YouTube and then make the books done. And I still work my ass off those only 30 hours now. But I just burned out at work because I was doing the same thing over and over and over again. And it took a toll on me, and I started getting so mad and frustrated, and I had to do all this, but I had all of that in mind all the time, and everything was just chaos. And it was for a few months. It was just bad until I came to the conclusion that I wanted to quit and go full time in on this. I had saved enough money to actually live quite a while, but I also want to spend money and do cool shit. So I was like, okay, how can I quit my job and not have to spend all the money I just earned and just do this and hope this works. So I started looking into day trading, and that's the reason I started day trading. I was like, okay, so this is a skill you can learn and earn a shit ton of money if you have capital. So half of the 15k went straight into stocks basically, and I did that for the past year. I've done just having them invested in like the S&P 500. But then I learned about day trading and actually studied it, and now I'm just doing the next 2 months. I'm gonna be doing a shit ton of day trading on the game to prove that I am profitable on there, and then I'll just go into live money and my live account, which currently is, yeah, you've seen it. It sucks right now. I lost was it 3k or something. So it sucks right now, but I'm gonna earn it all back. We know that. So that's the reason I got into day trading. It was just to have a job. I mean, make money while I work on this to make me even more money. I can do this as long as there's a Wi-Fi connection. So I was like, okay, damn, that's pretty good. So I could move abroad if I wanted to and still make money doing what I know works. And I could be doing this and this, and so I could go on adventures such as Switzerland or Skopelos if I wanted to. So that was why I got into day trading. And now I quit because I realized 3 days at work left me 2 days to learn how to trade, and during the 4 days, the weekend too, I had to also make a YouTube video and the books. So last week there wasn't a new YouTube video out because what I recorded wasn't good enough because I spent way too much working on the book. But that's coming together. So I just needed more time, and I got annoyed, and my girlfriend was like, well, you need to get out. And I had a month left, and I just kept looking only forward to do this. So I talked to my boss, and she was like, okay, yeah, we can just set you free, basically. And I was like, thank you. So the same day I talked to her, she just removed the rest of my shifts for the rest of this month. And yeah, actually, that was so crazy and threw me off. I forgot about trading, and I was like, oh, and then I had a couple of birthdays and some family stuff, so I was just off. So the video sucked, and I was like, okay, I can do this way better, and I need to make this way better. So that's what I'm doing now. This is the way better. um, so yeah, I quit my job, and I'm officially off, and I have no income right now, other than what's gonna beat trading, and the books and YouTube and stuff like that. This is me taking a leap of faith, burning the bridges, and pursuing my dream. Um, but yeah, I was visiting my family, and basically the only two people who says, "Oh, good for you," was my girlfriend and my older sister. Um, my mom and dad both were like, "Oh, you should really not do that. That's not safe, and now you don't have any income. How are you gonna survive?" So yeah, they were a little bit misunderstanding, and actually they threw me off a bit because I started doubting if I could actually do this. And my younger sister, she was also like, she's very big into getting a big, good education and then getting a good job off of that. And that's how she's gonna earn all her money. And I'm really against this whole school system. So we are just clashed, and I was alone in it. My girlfriend was at work and stuff like that, so I was just alone with a family who didn't really, it doesn't feel like support. But nonetheless, you shouldn't listen to them, because I've heard of the rule, the universal rule of averages. Just as manifesting and the law of attraction, there's a law of averages. Back home, I was spending the most time with my family, obviously, and all I ever heard that was, it's a bad idea, you shouldn't do that. You should just keep working, and then hopefully it just works out magically. It's not gonna happen magically. Why would it ever happen magically? So you have to distance yourself from people who bring you down, even if it's your family. That's also why I moved in here, to get away from the negative space. Even though I love my family, no doubt, I love my family. But talking about dreams, I would not do again, because they're just bringing me down. And most people feel that way. So, yeah. Oh, this is a bit emotional. But yeah, so I moved here, and then quit my job. Now there's no way back. Now I need to learn how to day trade in order to make money, because I'm not going back to having a job. So that's just me burning the bridges, and I like that, because this makes me realize that, okay, if I don't do anything, I'm not have any money. And I'm looking so much forward to the entire next week, where we officially start, because my last day at work was Tuesday, and it's currently today. I'm recording this. It's Friday. Did I actually plan out to talk about anything else? No, I don't think so. Yeah, we're done. Actually, before I go, this is what most of the weather looks like. But it's been nice these last couple of days. And you should really look forward to the next video, because I've done a lot of crazy shit this past week.